welcome to the very first episode of Social Lens with you and Jules, where we explore the world through a different perspective. Hello everyone, this is Yunso,
And this is Chiu. Nice to meet you.
Okay, so today's episode we will talk about Australia has banned social media for kids under 16. And what do you think about it?
I think that is a really marvelous idea because I think that is what our country also needs.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool how kids under 16 should have actually their parents watching them about what content they're watching on social medias.
Did you ever notice those kind of side effects of social media in your experiences or in your friends or yourself?
Well, personally, I see myself having some body dysmorphia. I caught myself having those kind of stuff ever since I found social media, and I know there are a lot of people, teenagers, who actually went through those kind of stuff. How about you two?
For me, I was really affected by social media when I was a high school student because in social media we can see like so many people that have succeeded, and I really wanted to be like them. I was eager to be like them, but I didn't really know that those kind of like successful moments were all just uploaded in Instagram. Like they couldn't be all real, but I thought that was all real, and I was just thinking like, why am I'm not like them? Like, so it was really it was really dark era for me.
Not only that, beside that, minor issues where teenagers are going through some kind of crimes with adults.
Yeah.
What do you think about these cases?
Like crimes? You mean like grooming or
grooming?
Oh.
In a grooming way.
I never like noticed that in real life in my neighbor, but I really like read some articles and watched videos about it. And I think that is really terrifying because, like I said, when we are in teenage era, like we cannot like actually decide. We decide what we do, but eventually that doesn't mean it is always right. But we like, when in social media there's so many people and we just like is mesmerized by some fake effects and fake images. So I think it is really easy for teenagers to get, tricked by adults when there is social media.
Not only that, a lot of like things like deepfake stuff happen through a lot of like teenagers. I knew one of my friend, she was one of the influencer, but not that big.
Oh.
She was one kind of an influencer, and her content were used as a deepfake way, and it's pretty terrifying how a lot of this kind of things happen to a minor age. And I don't really see social media in like a bright way, so.
So you think like social media should be banned for good or only like have some limits and restrictions?
Yes, right now Australia is having a little bit of restriction. They are censoring some types of videos that aren't supposed to be provided to the. I think that it's really nice how it's not about like blocking social media. They don't really like block the app, but they try to restrict some of the videos. Those kind of stuff, I think that will help to the teenagers.
But I think that just censoring and restrictions are not enough because if I were Australian teenager and I wanted to I want to see social media, then I think I would just find a way. I could just download VPNs or find a way to get into the internet. So I think just having restriction is not enough, I think.
Right. You're not that wrong. I get it. Like me as a kid, I think I would have also used VPN if my country were also blocked. Like the social media were blocked by my country. I think I'll do the same thing. But in another perspective, if the kids really don't know about what VPN is, or maybe they don't really know this kind of like how to use VPN, or their surroundings are all okay with not using social media, maybe like they could have a brighter effect.
Yeah, that's right. I think I remind of some experience. Like it is kind of similar with your friend's story. Like
oh, really?
Yeah, it was, but it is kind of more bad. It is worse, much worse. Like when I was in high school, some of my friends were used in that deepfake image, and surprisingly, who the people who made that deepfake images were also our school students. Like we were all classmates, and some guys just picked a photo from girls' Instagram, and they made up deepfake videos, and that was a huge issue. So like there were even police in my school for that issue. So I think for teenagers that if they get so much available to the social media, it is kind of really dangerous, like in a serious way.
Yeah, I think it's pretty how crazy. One time I got fooled about like this really famous influencer. I saw her deepfake version and I really thought it was real until people were commenting about how it's a fake AI version of it. And I will really feel terrified as a child myself, seeing my video that I never even posted on online or on online with my face on it. Like it's so terrifying. Wow.
Yeah, that's true. When I heard the news, I was not one of the girls who were used in videos, but I was just like so terrified, and that doesn't make any sense, but it was real. But unfortunately, our school didn't want to make it a huge issue. They didn't want to publicize it, so it was kind of just everybody shush about it, but only some of us knew. So it is kind of, I don't know, it is pity for people who were victimized.
Wow. That was such a scary story.
Yeah, I mean. What do you think, in Korea, there are so many issues like we discussed about. So do you have any suggestions about our country's policy that could be changed?
Right now, I really feel that there should be a restriction to the teenagers right now in Korea, because I know they're into a lot of trouble right now. For example, away from their parent house, and like those kind of people meet each other and they make a gang out of it. Like it's a really serious problem which we don't really talk a lot in society. I think this subject should be really talked more with the parents understanding itself.
I agree with that, because I think when children just grow up, it is really natural to have some conflict with their parents. Like that is totally fine. But I think with social media so developed, I think it is so natural, but we can share with the news. We can share that, like, oh, I had a fight with my parents, and reactions to that news could be really exaggerated in social media. So I think many children can just, in the past they could just go with it, but right now they like share in social media and they upload their stances, and that makes them like kind of trigger them to just go out and run away from their parents, meet their friends. So I think social media is, kind of really making the children just out of the way. So I think it is really shameful.
Yes. Like how those childrens, without their parents supervising them, they are like to each other. They're like, yeah, let's go out, let's go, like do something better. Like they trying to act cool in social media. Like those kind of stuff, really ruin the society a lot, to my opinion.
Yeah, I really agree about it. So, I think like, in Korea, it is kind of hard to find restrictions for teenagers, as I know, because I never saw like YouTube Korea or I don't know, Netflix Korea, blah blah blah, many other media. They do not seem to like want to ban those teenagers. Like, of course, there are maybe like under 15 ages, like we cannot watch them, but it doesn't really matter at all because my friends and including me also, I watched many contents when I was in middle school, high school, even if I were not allowed to see it. So I think right now the current restrictions in Korea they are all useless, I think.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah, so it was kind of interesting to know about how you feel about the social media restrictions. And actually, I didn't like exactly know how the Australian system was going on, but your ideas were really helpful for me to realize like how other countries were dealing with it. And also, I could like just one more time just think about how Korea's system should be like in future. Yeah, and it was really fun for me. Like, how about you, Jules?
Oh yeah, I did have a lot of fun talking about all this that side that we normally in society we don't really talk, bring it out to person. Um, it was nice that I could share my opinion with other people and I could hear what your perspective was on this kind of subject. Yeah, I really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah, me too. So, it would be nice to discuss about like similar sites next time, but we never know what we will bring it on next time. So, bye guys.
Alright, thank you for listening, everyone.
Thank you.
So, today's first episode, we're gonna end it this way.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.